Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome you to the 4th Annual Steinway Classic. I'm Upstate Al of AZB TV, and as you can see in 2012, 2013, and 2014, the three champions at the top. Who's it going to be in 2015? Well, I got news for you. Could be one of these two gentlemen coming up right here. Earl Strickland, or it could be Jayson Shaw. Both players played out of this room for a long time, and both are so comfortable. This is Earl's home room. I'm going to have some guest commentators sit in. I believe G-Man might come back. Troy might come back. I got Johnny French might come in the booth. We'd like to have him in the booth with us. We did post that John French will be in the booth. Before we get started with all the high-powered match that we're about to watch, we'd like to thank Aramith. We would like to thank Simonis. We would love to thank Joe Tucker. Go to joetucker.net. Make sure you get on board for like $8. You learn all about the rack. We want to thank Predator for sure. That's Mr. Tony Robles. Big sponsors behind his back there. Of course, AccuStats, December 17th through the 20th, they're going to have a Make It Happen event. It's going to take place at Stan Castles in Edison, New Jersey. That's Mr. Ed Ladawi's pool room. Get out there and watch it live. Support the Make It Happen event by going to accustats.com. And we're going to be right back here in these seats next weekend for the NYC 8-Ball Championships. Jayson Shaw, the gentleman we're about to watch on this live stream, took it down last year. That's the NYC 8-Ball Championships. We want to thank Baltimore City Q's. Well, tell you what, a couple of those ads, I got to definitely do some work on there. For some reason, I lost the audio on a couple of the ads. We're ready to go. Jayson Shaw gets the go-ahead from the booth. Earl Strickland, 5-time world champion, 5-time U.S. Open champion on the right side. The young gun, Jayson Shaw out of Scotland, now residing in Connecticut. A lag for the break. And I'm not sure if Earl won it or Jayson won it. It is rack your own, so Earl won the lag. We want to thank Molinari Glove, MolinaryGlove.com. We also would like to thank Wild Eyes Creations, and we'll pull up that graphics later on as Earl's about to get his weapon out of the bag. Wild Eyes Creations. And if we get a chance, yeah, we do. We got the logo. That's the new logo for the Kings of Vapor out in Akron, Ohio. Not only in Akron, they're spreading out all over the country. I understand they're opened up another one out in Florida. Chad Bowling on the scene. And also, well, we got to get to the match. Earl says, let's get down. Earl Strickland set the break. All right, Earl Strickland working the table, and looks like we're going to have a couple of guest commentators in. Snook, are you there?
That's me.
That's you. And Brooke, are you there?
Howdy.
There you go. Brooke Myers and Snooky, the original commentators right here. We'll give you a shot of Brooke Myers and Snooky. There they are right there in front of you. She's got a box around her face. We got to set that camera up a little bit better. Back to the match, Earl Strickland. Oh, this is a tough weasel way to get through here. If anybody can do it, Earl can do it. He's looking to spin the rock past the 7.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Safety called by Jayson. It is call shot, call safe.
Nice save.
Yes, very good save at that.
Locked it up nice and tight, too.
Earl does have a jump cue.
See, those are kind of tough because you have to hit the ball to jump the short ball, but then you also have to hit it differently to jump the longer ball.
Now, he doesn't favor the jump cue, but I think he's going to pull it out here. Normally he uses rails and likes to kick.
Or a 10-pound weight.
Yeah.
And you can see on Earl's left hand, he does wear the Molinari glove.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Earl Strickland to the air.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Super jump at that.
yeah, right.
I don't see any real problems here because that 5 does have clearance. If he gets positioned somewhere around the 4.
Yep.
On table 20, Ko Pantling E. Ruben Batista on table 20. Table 20, Ruben Batista.
They make it look so easy sometimes, don't they? Just like, yeah, push, stop, follow. It's like, yeah, I've done this before.
You master it only to simplify it again, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we found the owner to that drink.
Yeah, we did.
Kind of beautiful weather they're having for November, aren't we?
Isn't it great? I was thinking about that just a few minutes ago. I was outside and I left my jacket inside here. Just stepped out for a few minutes and it was like, wow, it's really beautiful outside. Unseasonably warm weather. It'll be like this all week too, which is nice. Well, he made the 4 and the 5. So those first 2 balls behind the 1. Those have been the balls to look at. Normally we look at the 2 and 3, which you see they've been lying in front of the pockets, but the 2 balls right behind the 1 have been popping over to the side pockets. He actually both went into the sides. We noticed that quite a bit yesterday with some of the players in the break that they're choosing to shoot.
Have you been noticing with the new break rule, people aren't dropping in too many balls, huh?
No, there was some issues yesterday with some of the players. I wouldn't say issues, but you know.
I ran into some I guess I would say unclear defined what the rule was. Is that if you're gonna pull the one back, you have to hold your hand behind the back row of balls to prevent.
What, the gapping, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So if you want to, if you do want to touch it, you can't do it without holding your hand
I see.
up against the back of that back row.
Right.
I've noticed with people I've played that people aren't dropping balls as consistently.
Right. Well, yesterday, we had quite a discussion about that. You know, we saw that player after player, you know, in every match was having those issues. But, you know, at first I said, you know, there's extra lights over that table. Maybe it had something to do with it. But, you know, if I observed around the room, some of the other players, they had those same issues.
Mm-hmm. That was a nice stop. Slow roll.
Mm-hmm. Tell you what, if Jayson keeps breaking the way he just did, he's just going to run right through this set. That was a perfect break. Other than that, how have you been enjoying the tournament so far?
I have.
It's not every day we got these guys in our room, right?
No, it's not. It's kind of like why I like to play in them every once in a while. It forces me to play up.
Let's see. Check out the 4-5 behind the 1. 2 balls behind the 1 go towards the side.
Mm-hmm.
See, the 5 went, the 4 just passed it. 1 in the corner. Now that's the issue, because we noticed the 1 does pop up, and a lot of times they have position unless the ball kind of gets kicked away.
Right.
This time the 1 actually went up in the corner. He made the 5 in the side. He's got eyes on the 2, but no favorable shot there except for some type of safe that he might play. Well, I think he might just kiss the 2 against the 3 and send the cue ball 2 rails out. If he can, you know, bypass that 3 without hitting it, which I think he can.
We got John French coming in here.
Yeah, this is Frenchie. How you guys doing?
How are you, man?
How are you?
Good to meet you.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you again.
You in your
Snooki.
Snooki?
Yeah.
Ah, John, nice to see you. I'm in the house here where we got a big match here going, it looks like.
Yeah.
We got the House Pro.
Yes. Okay, so he did decide to slow roll that 2 ball just past that 3 and save him that way. I thought he might elect to go 2 rails out and up, but
You know, the big thing I was going to tell you, Snooki, is Earl is one that does not like to jump. But in this position, what's he do? Or can he get behind? Can he see it?
no, he's probably, yeah, he tied up the balls. He tried to tie up the balls. He's probably just going to play another safe from here.
He's definitely going to play a safe, but a lot of players would have jumped that ball.
Yeah. And he jumped before. He's not a big fan of the jump, like you said. He does, but he did pull out his cue before, and overdid it and missed. But you know, I think you're right. I think he should have jumped at that.
That's right.
At that 2. Now he's gonna kick.
It's a good shot.
It is, but I think he's got a position to send it up, the cue ball up towards the 4.
Now, Snooki, who did you like? Who did you like in this match a little bit? are you kind of biased on it, or do you like someone in here?
You know what? I'm friends with both of these guys, so I am biased. I can appreciate both of their games.
I mean, we're
And-
talking the house pro right here at Steinway
Yeah.
Billiards. Earl Strickland, unbelievable. I gotta tell you, I made a sweat bet on this match, and I really like the match a lot. I like Jayson Shaw here. I gotta tell you, Jason just come off of a big tournament over there at the U.S. Open, and he played real well. He really did. He really played great. And then he played some great matches. He seems to have his gear together right now. He's got another gear on him right now, as I'm noticing.
Okay.
I mean, he's played the last couple tournaments he's played. He had one big run out against Justin Bergman. He played a race to 80.
Oh,
And
yeah.
did you get to see that match?
I didn't see all of the match, but I did see some of it.
Yeah, in that match there, he lost 80 to 59. But I'll tell you what, that was a real fun match to watch.
Yeah.
I like those battles.
Yeah, what a battle that was. You know what I mean? And I kind of like Bergman in that match when I had a little sweat bet on it. But I'll tell you what, Jayson really tried. I didn't think he was going to lose that bad, but it was a tough match.
Turn me down. The audio. Here.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
No problem.
Looks like Jayson shooting his 4. Going to come off the rail and come back and put the 6 in the corner by the 7. Real easy. He's going to put the 7 in the same. Just a simple run out here. And, yeah, Jayson Shaw, real nice player. I was going around and I was thinking, I told a few folks, maybe I'm wrong on this. I don't think Strickland can get to 4. That's my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. I kind of like Jayson Shaw winning here real big.
Wow.
I really do.
That's a pretty big prediction there.
Yeah, well, last match I took Mika Immonen, and I sweat bet with everybody in the room, and I took Mika Immonen, the guy not getting the 5, and the guy got the 3. So, I had it right on the money. I didn't think the other guy, and the other guy got 5th place in the U.S. Open.
Wow.
So it was a good play. But I just think Jayson Shaw is just too strong in this position.
Well, Jason spent quite a bit of time here at Steinway, so he's gotten used to the tables, you know.
They both, had the fair share of time on these tables.
Well, they both, yeah, you're right, but it's not like where he's coming in blind and doesn't
Sure,
know,
yeah.
you know what I mean. But players of those caliber, they'll get used to a table quick, you know.
Well, Jayson Shaw, to me, plays real well, and there's times he'll fold and he'll bump up a little bit. But I just think that Earl's temper gets away from him a little bit, and it puts him in a position where he can't come out of it, and he gets real red, and I can see that in his demeanor, and so that just makes me think that we got a better shot of winning. He doesn't show a real cool selection, in my opinion. I mean, I like Earl's game. I just I don't like him against Shaw. Now, what do you think?
I think it's kind of the first one who gets out of the gate.
Well, Shaw looks like he's getting out of the gate pretty good here.
I mean,
If he gets out of the gate here, people's in some trouble.
it really kind of comes down to that. Whoever kind of turns it on first is usually the one that takes it.
What a nice break. What a nice layout here. I mean, he's got a shot here on this one. I think he's going to come back off rail, come off 3 rails, and come back for this 2. What do you think?
He might just be able to get away with bumping it.
I don't think he's going to have. Yeah, good call. I thought he'd
He's
come
gonna
off
hit
the
over
rail.
that 8-ball now.
I mean, he ain't going to like that a lot.
Yeah. This is a tough shot, right? You have very little of the ball to hit.
He's jacked up. He's playing it. Oh, he played safe. We got Snooki back on.
Yeah, I'm back. I had to help someone find their phone for a second. It's near.
Hey, I got to
near the
listen to
booth.
you, Snooki, up there in Gotham. I got to listen to some things. You were up there, and
Yeah,
that
I
was a
was.
nice tournament. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great tournament.
I liked the way you streamed, the way you talked on there was really nice.
Thank you,
A lot
thank
of great
you.
things.
Thank you. I
like the way
appreciate
you
that.
talked too, Snow.
Thank you.
You okay? Just blew my eardrums out. What?
I didn't think she turned it on. I thought I had about 31 seconds.
My man Frenchie in the booth.
We're in the booth. Sorry about that, Snooki. I thought you had me off there for a minute, off the air for a second.
Okay. Well,
I thought I'd catch a breather before you got me on the line here.
that's quite all right. I'm
All
sure.
right, fill me in.
Well, we have 3-0
Jayson Shaw on a
Jayson
tear,
Shaw.
huh?
Yeah. And Frenchie has made a very strong prediction here
Yeah.
that Earl won't get past 5.
Ooh, that's pretty heavy.
That's a pretty heavy prediction.
Yeah, Earl's,
I know Earl plays real well, Al, and he really does. But I think the way he gets up there in his demeanor, I just think Shaw's been playing hot lately, and he played really great at the U.S. Open, and he's just been hot. Ever since he played that match against Bergman, it seems like his games went up about a ball and a half. I mean, he's really playing real well. His demeanor at pool seems to be a little straighter. He just took a beating against Bergman, 80-59, and I'm going to tell you. But it was at Bergman's hometown in St. Louis, so I mean Bergman knew the table real well. But ever since then, I've just seen his game, and it's just unbelievable. It just seems like he knows what's going on.
Now, you said before, as far as like Earl getting angry, that kind of hinders his game. I think it kind of works in his favor.
Well,
'cause
it's like a poker. It's like poker. His face, you can put a read on him, and it's like playing a deck of cards. You understand what's going on. Well, hey, we got some great news, folks. Earl Strickland gets on the board. Unbelievable, guys. We
I think that he's kind of used to, anyone who knows Earl or has seen Earl play before, he finds like the one person in the crowd who's like rooting against him a little, and I think he plays off of that. I think he kind of, it might get to him. He might get a little angry, but at that point,
He's been tempering that lately.
No, he has. But I
Yeah.
think that instead of hindering, I think he's just used to playing that way.
Yeah.
Where he's like, okay, you want to root against me? Like, really? Like, okay, I'm going to show you guys,
Well,
that's how I feel.
I mean, I was just looking over at the monitor, and if we put it on the table, can you put the table on the players for a second? Al, is there a way you can put it over? And you could see Jayson Shaw glanced off at him 3 times. He was talking to Jayson Shaw, trying to get him, and Jayson turned his head to the right and ignored him. So he's trying to chat him up a little bit a second ago when he was racking the balls. So as you can see, Jayson ain't going to let it rattle on him at all.
well, I'll tell you what, Jayson Shaw and Earl Strickland.
Tony Robles on table 27.
Yeah, hey, a guy just walked up to the table and told us some great news, guys.
Well, I got the whole team right here.
You got the whole team?
Getting back to Jayson Shaw. Jayson Shaw and Earl Strickland actually lived together when Jayson Shaw came into New York City, and they practiced every day. Yeah, I got the whole team right here. All right, this is the
U.S. Open, right? Not the U.S. Open.
this is the Moscone Cup. This is the team for the USA.
Can I read that? Can I read that off?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, hey, listen, folks. I'm going to give you guys some great news. I'm getting this from Upstate Al. He's let me read this off to you, folks. We got some awesome news, man. We have got a great team. 2015 U.S. Moscone Cup team finalist: Shane Van Boning, Corey Duell, Mike DeShane, Justin Bergman, and our new one, Skylar Woodward. What a great event. I mean, this is going to be awesome, Al.
Absolutely. Something about your microphone's driving me a little crazy. I think it's too far away. Go ahead, try that.
Yeah, is that better?
Try it again.
Yeah, is that good?
Yeah, that's good now.
All right. I think it was a little too far away.
Yeah.
I appreciate fixing that.
Got
But just to let you guys know, the new young gun at 22 years old makes the Moscone Cup. So all you young folks out there to know that your game, if it's good, you're going to make something good. Congratulations to Skylar Woodward for making the Moscone Cup team. That's awesome. And Justin Bergman made it last year, so we had 2 years in a row where we had 2 young guns make the team.
That's fantastic. Like you said, for all the young guys out there, it's possible. It's not just for the older, what you might think a seasoned player, and it only happens to them. It's possible. Get your game up.
I mean, Shaw just looks really good right here. I mean, he looks like he's just going to draw this back just a little bit, or he may just play it to the side. Yeah, nice. Hit it off the rail, off the long rail. Well, it looks like we're going to go up 4-1, Jayson Shaw.
You are correct.
Hey, what do you, Snooki? What do you think of Jason's break? What do you think of his break? I mean, he's now going to be breaking. Is his break a good part of his game?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I was talking to.
Yeah, we were just dissecting.
We
his break.
were just talking about that. That those 2 balls behind the one shoot over to the side pockets, and he's been at one point he made both, But he's been making one for sure. He's got the 2-3 that kind of spits out. Not the way that it normally does, goes around the table, but it kind of just settled out. And, if he continues to break like that, he's going to be a dangerous competitor in the rest of this tournament. And he seems to have, like, the speed down and the right punch behind it.
Yeah, here we go.
Just
we
like
got the
sweat the 4-5 behind the
So
one.
I like.
Yeah, watch the 4-5 on this.
Yeah, the 4-5 looks good.
There it goes. Oh, it almost went.
The 5 almost went. But you see how they're kind of naturally going out to the side?
He come up dry, folks.
He did.
He come up dry. But he didn't leave a real big shot, but I think Earl's going to play a safe, snug the one behind the 8, or put it out and run the cue ball down table.
Absolutely.
Right there on your screen, folks. There they are, the USA team.
Need we say more?
And we'll flash that graphic once again. That graphic sent in from our man in the hole, the Jazz man, Jared. Thank you for sending that in.
I mean, that's awesome that a young player like that can make such a great tournament. I mean, that's unbelievable. The Moscone Cup team. I think we got a really good shot here this year.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we're building an army here. It's not a team. It's like an army. They're out for battle.
Yeah, they get pretty rowdy at that event.
They really do. It's great, though. It's fantastic.
It's a good team.
I've never had the chance to go watch.
And we got to watch his jump. I think Jayson Shaw makes real good contact on his jump. I really like the way he jumps the ball. Have you Snooki, got to see his jump?
Absolutely. I've watched Jayson play many a times, and
So do you think he's going to hit this real good?
I think so. And I think he might call the 10 here, just for general purpose.
Wow.
It's in line there. I wouldn't be surprised. I turned away for a second, so I don't know if he's called anything so far.
He's calling the 10 ball.
He is calling it? Oh.
I think so, yeah.
I mean, he's free rolling. I mean, he's
Kinda
got
almost have to.
He's got to. I think you're right.
You call the 10 and you come to the left side of that one anyway, so you might wind up being safe, but you'll have another shot because Earl will give you the table back. Let's see what happens. Cue ball in the hole.
Wow.
Wow, that was surprising.
I mean, Earl needs this game. You know what I mean? He's letting it get away from him. I mean, he's down 4-1. I mean, he needs a little help here.
You're going against your sweat bet,
I know, but it's getting out of hand. You know what I mean? I mean, we're up 4-1.
But he also tells the truth.
Yeah, well, yeah. This is true.
I mean, if he gets that game 5-1, you might as well throw it in the bag. You know what I mean? I mean, and Earl knew that, so I mean, Earl's appreciate this game too.
He doesn't have titles on
1 point
under his belt for nothing, right?
You go
Brooke?
by, right? I know, right?
I mean, don't get me wrong. Earl is an awesome player. I love him.
Oh, I'm not getting you wrong at all, no.
I just
But
like
changed. Like
times changed.
Efren and Boosty, and they're all getting the 8 now.
Yeah, they're all getting
know,
8.
times
And the
change.
big thing is, I just like Jayson Shaw's game today, right now. And he just come off. He's got a lot of confidence. He's come off that big showing at the U.S.
It's
Open.
happening.
So there's just been some big plays.
Right.
There's a little something going on with Earl there. If you pan that camera for a second.
Yeah, can we switch that back over there?
No, he was off camera talking to.
He's been yelling and cussing. I wouldn't say cussing. I just say he's a little angry. He's been angry for about the last hour.
See, he seems a little irate, a little
He
agitated.
was just saying hi to Sandra Stevens, is what he was saying hi to.
Yeah,
Sandra's sitting there with Danny, and Earl just turned around and said hello.
well, and I agree, but I mean, he's trying to get Shaw a little nervous there. But I think Shaw's just staying right in his seat if we got a picture on him, and he's just letting the game find to him.
Ooh.
See, Earl's. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That talk there just made him miss the 5. And I'll tell you what, the way he handled himself, he went back to his chair, and he can't believe it either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it does come into effect, folks. That you got it. Your demeanor. I mean, your demeanor in the game will affect the way you play.
24.
It's just showing there. I don't.
24.
Yeah, he got up there nicely. I thought he was going to clip that 9, but he didn't.
Hey, folks, I'm gonna be back in about 3 minutes in the box with all these folks. I've gotta take a break here for a second, but I'll be right back in the box.
All
with
right,
you guys.
French.
All
Looking
right.
I'll be
forward
right
to
back.
it.
Okay.
All right.
I'll be right back, folks.
Sure.
Mabel Gallego.
All right.
Machine, 21.
It's just me and me, kid. And Al, of course. He's working in the background.
Yeah, Jayson sure has to come back across the table. He punched it in really
Great
nice.
shot.
Wow.
Even
Perfect
if he gets
speed.
straight, even if he's dead straight, he's
Yeah.
fine.
He's just going to roll this down. He is playing really nicely. I got to agree with Frenchie. He's an overzealous kind of fella, don't you think?
Oh, he
Oh,
caught-
my goodness.
Caught the titty.
Yeah, he caught the point of the side pocket. Wow.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. Whoa, we went black. Hold on, guys.
Uh-oh.
Is it because I said that?
Yes.
Somebody
No.
knocked our camera out. I'll be right back. You guys stick with this view right here. And
I think we're back in. We're good.
no,
over-
no, somebody knocked one of my cameras out. I'll be right back.
The other view. Well, whatever view, we have a view. At least we have a view. All right, Earl, let's do it. Earl puts another one up. It's 4-2, closing the gap just a little more. And I'd like to see these guys really battle it out.
Yeah, I would.
I don't want to see a blowout. I want to see them battle it out.
Frenchie might have to go back and buy back half of his bet at discount.
Let them out for half or something.
Yeah, right.
That would be funny. I see him running around. I think he's talking. He was talking, I think, to someone who he's making a bet there. I'd like to see a double cheeseburger game over here. Hill would be great. Right. Earl's break kind of went out and loose or whatever, but
Yeah.
came up dry. Yeah, he doesn't see the one. Doesn't look like. I can't panic. I think he's got the camera back. I'm not sure. Did. All right. And got a nice position on the 2 there. Hi, Jared. I see you in the chat.
Who's that?
Jared the Jazzman.
Hi, Jared.
He's always with us. Always. All right. Came a little short on the 3, but he's got the shot.
This is Brooke.
This is Brooke. Jared, that's Brooke Meyer. Al is working in the background right now, trying to get one of our cameras up. Someone knocked it. He knocked the cable out or something for one of the cameras. Busy bee, Mr. Al. Why, thank you guys in the chat. We appreciate that
Thank you.
feedback,
Thank you.
all your input, all your support.
I think he's talking about the elevator. Elevator music.
All right. Well, we got Jayson with another beat up. Let me update that score for you guys. 5-2 in a race to 9. He's over the hump here already. Earl better try to get back into this match if we want to try to see a hill here.
All right, what do we got? Jayson Shaw breaking, scores right?
Yeah, score's right, 5-2.
Wow.
He's over the hump. I'm just saying to our audience that Earl needs to kind of get back into this game. He's more than halfway there now.
5 ball, side pocket.
Yes. The one just makes it. Well, he can get aggressive here, for sure.
Nice little bank.
He's got. I
Grab the
prefer
center
the.
table.
I prefer the bank here than the cut.
Yeah, me too.
And natural position over to the middle somewhere for the 2. Oh, he went around.
Oh wow.
I am so surprised.
Yeah, me too.
I
thought
am
he'd just
very
leave
surprised.
the rock right in the center of the table.
Well, this is a great opportunity for Earl.
It is.
24.
Like
George Rodriguez
he
now
missed that 5 ball, that other
44.
that other rack. It cost him that rack plus the last rack as well.
14. Robocop.
You think he meant to go that far?
It's hard to say. Earl doesn't mind these long shots, so neither does Jayson. You know what I mean? Like they get positioned where you would know. You know, sometimes you would
Yeah,
think
right.
that they don't get, and they don't care.
It's
You
kinda
know what I
they
mean?
want it, yeah.
And Jayson is such a shot maker, which of course is why they call him Eagle Eye. Wow, look how close he got on the 6.
Wow.
It might be
They're not married. They bumped.
they bumped, but he might have a shot in the side.
There's
He's just shoot away from it. Actually, I think he's got it right in. Well, he nudged it.
that
He
was an
nudged it.
interesting save.
That was very great. That was a great save.
was a-
My God.
I gotta remember that one.
Oof.
Wow.
He barely nudged that 6.
Yeah. I'm gonna add that one to the arsenal. That was a good one. That was a nice reply.
Touche.
Yeah, right.
My goodness.
I guess I should put that one in the arsenal too.
Well, that's why we sit here, right?
Yeah, right.
Well,
Oh wow! So he called safe on that,
Yeah.
and he didn't, and he made it. So
Yeah.
Earl got the shot.
I was not happy with what just happened there, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, that's something you don't see often unless there's a lot of safety play going on. A player might have a couple of innings per rec. Oh, wow. This is unreal.
Wow. That's 3, 4 turnovers in this game.
Third inning there. It's like we're watching the Mets right now.
Oh gosh, you didn't.
You know,
I can't believe. Wow.
well, he conceded that game there. One more for Jayson Shaw. He did not let him shoot that 9-10 there.
That seemed out of character. Did you watch the Mets?
I was watching, well, I was commentating all day yesterday, but there's TV screens all over this place, so I would look up every now and again, and they went into 12 innings, over innings there. And then the Royals kind of just did a little stomping of their own. Came in with 3 runs after, and that was it.
Are you a Mets or Yankees?
I am a Yankee fan, but I'm.
But
you
when
know
the
what?
Yankees aren't in it,
And I
you're a
know
Mets
sometimes people don't like when you say this, but I'm a New York fan. You know,
Yeah. I agree.
I have a strong preference for the Yankees, but you know, if my New York in general is playing anywhere,
Yeah, I'm from Connecticut, so I've always been a fan of New York teams because we're not big enough.
right? So I like the Giants, but I'll watch Jet games. You know, the Knicks.
We got the Bluefish. Do you know who the Bluefish are?
The Bluefish.
Yeah, hockey.
There you got me there.
Yeah. It's a small team.
You have to pick like one of the rare sports that I don't watch, like Blue Jays. Okay.
No, fish.
Fish. I'm sorry,
Fish.
bluefish. Only bluefish I know is actually going to fish bluefish. Back to this.
Yeah, right.
All right. Earl at the table. Come on, Earl.
You guys gonna
I'm
combo
gonna get
that
back in
for,
this game a
or,
little something.
You might looking at the combo.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna go all the way up there to try to play the. And he calls the 6th ball. I mean, that was a fairly easy combo, but he plays combos pretty well, generally speaking. He's talking to Jayson like.
Oh, you know, he's talking to the crowd.
Now he's talking out to the crowd. I don't know what he's saying.
He's telling everybody, thank you for coming out. Earl's a great person, let me tell you.
I didn't say he wasn't.
Yeah.
He's really a dynamite guy, and he thanks fans for coming out and coming to the tournament. Unless somebody tries to shock him or something, or unintentionally does it, then he will tell them, hey, like be careful with the camera flash or something like that. But other than that, Earl Strickland is bottom line.
All right, he puts one more up.
There we go.
6-3. one of my favorite people came over to me and gave me a lollipop. I call him Grandpa.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's not my grandpa, obviously, but I call him Grandpa. He always come in. He always got a lollipop or some kind of candy. Just here, honey. Nice break, but looks like it comes up dry again.
And the one ball's
And the
lined
one,
up.
yeah. So that's the thing. He's got a nice
So-
break. He controls the rock, and nothing, you know, nothing goes in. He's got a shot on the one. Like, wow. This was happening yesterday, too. A couple of guys who couldn't quite make a ball on the break and had a nice layout for the other player.
Good shot.
That was nice. He's a lefty. He has no problems with this shot. It's amazing. Doesn't he just looks like he's hitting balls, you know, like practicing, right? He's not on the shot. He's not like thinking too hard about things. He's just, oh yeah, I'm just hitting balls today. Must be nice.
Well, Jayson Shore looking to put another beat up, and by all means in perfect position for the 10 ball. I'd have to go out on a limb and say he's going to make it. 7-3 now over to Pearl, Jayson Shore, and Earl Strickland. Now I believe, let me just take a look at the bracket here in front of me. Yeah, this is a winner's side match, so the loser will not be eliminated.
Do we know who's coming up next?
No,
think
not
so.
yet.
Let's sweat the break. 5, no. 4, just missed. 1 ball.
1-3.
Well. Wow. The 4 nor the 5 went in.
Look at this cross body. Did you see
He
that?
does that. He does this a lot too, and
He
he
does.
shoots them pretty straight. Yeah, here we go.
Look at
again.
this cross body. Let's see this from this end. Look at this. Jayson,
You know,
contortionist. Is that what you call it?
yeah.
6 ball now looks good to Earl. 2-6.
I think I would have liked him to bank the
Earl
2
called
out.
it already.
Yeah.
6 ball.
I think I would have liked him to bank the 2 out and left the cue ball somewhere around the 8. But
They
wow,
both
he
went in.
makes both. Well, the good thing
On table 24 is going to be Ralph Souquet.
is that he's right on the 4,
Table 24.
and that is the next ball in rotation. The bad thing is that he doesn't have the greatest shot at it.
14 is going to be Dike and Luke. This is Julio for 14.
He's
Safety
called
call.
a saved. If he can get around that 7, he can get over to where that chalk is. Oh, he didn't even play it that way. Okay, that works too. Another safe call. Can he spin this in off the rail?
I think he's going
Called
to
safe.
come off the rail and leave the 4. Oh,
Hit the 5.
I think he was going to hit rail
The
first.
Earl jumped out of his seat. My goodness, he jumped right out of that.
Earl looks up at the scoreboard as he gets ball in hand.
Oh, you hear what he said?
Oh, so Earl got wind of the
Of the
window
bet.
that Frenchie opened.
Yeah,
He must have heard about that.
planted a seed.
Somebody must have told Earl, got to shoot your lights out, Earl. You got to get over 5 for me to win my bet. I'll tell you what, Earl doesn't gamble. Okay, he doesn't gamble, but if you want to put him in the box for your cash, he'll shoot jam up. That much I can tell you.
Yes, I personally don't like the fact that he knows that.
Huh?
About that he knows about the bet.
Yeah.
Well, it could have been on purpose. He could have overheard it. You know,
Yeah.
they were right by the table. When I came in, I saw Frenchie in that area over there, right before this match started. So
Yeah. Still,
yeah, no, I agree with you. I just, this is, these guys
it's
are.
hard enough as it
They're
is.
playing. Not only are they playing a tournament, they're playing a tournament for big money. On top of that, you know what
7-4. Earl
Ah,
still
there he
down
is.
by 3.
He's getting vocal.
Earl's looking for Frenchie right now. If Earl's neck can grow any longer like a
Yes,
giraffe,
yeah.
he would find him.
Yeah. He spotted him in the crowd somewhere.
That
Earl
is
Strickland.
great.
He's such a ham. I love it.
You go, Earl. Make him eat his bet. That's funny. That is too good.
Now, wouldn't you love it if he could just
Just shows you
come
how
back?
it just shows you how Earl Strickland can stay focused and hold conversation with somebody in the background and then just go right back to focus on the table. Not making a ball. As a 3 comes around, but it's short.
See what I mean? He comes up dry, leaves a shot. It's unfortunate. I think things could be a lot different if he just could make a ball on the break, you know? But then he'd have the open shot on the 1. Control of the table right away. Now he's got an open table, no clusters.
Nothing.
Only an unforced error will bring back Earl.
Good shot.
I seen a lot of guys yesterday. They saw that nothing was happening on the break, and they didn't change anything about it.
Does
They
he
just
play the
kept-
5-8 combination or just play the 5 in the same pocket?
I think 5-8 works. No, he's got to be careful.
He's
He's
got
got
slow roll.
to. He's got
So
to.
he's
He's
gotta
got to thin it
follow
over.
the-
Yeah, so he can keep it there. Right. So if he hit it hard, he would have sent it over towards the 7 and then had a combo that way.
Come off the head rail and he's all set.
Jayson short to the hill. Earl Strickland on his hill with that guy that's betting the wager that Earl doesn't get by 5.
On his hill. Oh, come on. I want to see Earl
Oh,
get
he
back
said
in this
gets
match.
2-5. Right? That was the contention.
Well, that's not my bet, so I'm not thinking about
Right, right,
whether
right.
it's 2-5 or past 5 or. No, I want to see Earl get hill.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. I think the folks at home would appreciate that too.
I saw that too.
barely.
I saw that too. Earl clapped as he won. Very respectful.
What do you say? He's playing in the corner.
I didn't hear that. Well, I guess he was. Oh my goodness, he wiped his feet, wiggled his toes, did everything with that shot before it went in.
That is one of the first characterizations I've ever heard of that.
Troy says wipe his feet all the time, but
Yeah.
you know, he kind of did a little extra. That ball looked like it was not going in.
There you have it, folks.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
He has
Looks like,
conceded the last two
Earl
balls.
Strickland's not out of it, but Jayson Short defeats Earl Strickland by a score of 9-4.
Yes, that was a winner's side match.
I want to thank Brooke Myers and Diana Snooki Rojas for sitting in here. And we're going to be right back with another match. It's going to be George Rodriguez and, gee whiz,
Alex Pagalayan?
Alex Pagalayan. up
Who's G
next.
Wiz?
That's what it's
Yeah.
going to be. So we'll be right back, guys. Stand by.
Thank you.